still watching, aren't you? I get it.
Do you think we'll see him again?
Sans, it has been 18 years already. If they were to return, don't you think we'd know it then?
If that's the case, why do we remember them? When did we start remembering them?
Maybe because we searched for it. All the pain we caused. Perhaps their existence was meant to make us pay for our sins. Or even to find salvation.
Yet, they're still out of reach.
Do you guys feel up for winning $100 to spend on equipment that you could use to make your own comic dubs like mine? Pay attention then.
This is Vade, and I'm here with an exciting announcement. Have you ever wondered about the process of making a comic dub, the voicing, the editing, etc.? Or have you ever just wanted to know what's going on inside my head during a busy work week? All of that and more won't just be questions, they'll be available to you over on my brand new Amino account. Amino just announced a brand new feature, Stories. They're very easy for me to make and would be a great way for me to quickly touch base with all of you without losing track of the great quality first content that you've come to expect from me. My stories will mostly consist of sneak peeks to upcoming videos in the week leading up to their release, but may also include bloopers, gag reels, editing hijinks, and more. If you would like to enter our $100 giveaway, all you have to do is click the link in the pinned comment on this video or search for Vade88 on the Amino app. Once you're there, you should see a story that looks like this. Leave a comment about what you'd like to use the money for, but not before following my profile, liking the story, and clicking the bell to get notifications whenever new content comes out. One last time, click the link or download the app for yourself, search for Vade, follow us, and click that bell. I can't wait to see you all down there. This channel is just getting started. And without further ado, on with the video.
Will you eat today, Sans? Sans?
Extinguish this fire that is consuming me deep down inside.
Feel it spreading, and I can't stop it. Please bring it to an end. Extinguish this fire, so I'll still have to see this beautiful smile of yours through the tears that are making their path onto your precious face.
It's my song. How did you...
Know it? Maybe I read minds. Who knows? The name's Sans. What's yours?
It's Frisk. What about the tall one?
Huh?
I'm known by the name of Papyrus. Now, tell me, what a young human like you is doing here?
It's gonna be a bit complicated to explain. I had the feeling I needed to come here. Since I was a child, I always told my parents my true name was Frisk. Also, I wasn't afraid of monsters, unlike other humans. And even if it worried my parents so much, I always stood up for them. It even gave me enemies.
Take this, dumbass! Right in the face! You're as ugly as them, monster sucker. Monster sucker, monster sucker. Go to hell.
And still, helping these people filled me with determination. Because that was the right thing to do, and... Huh? Maybe they were right. I was attracted to them, as I felt familiar with them. You don't know how happy I was when I got to learn monster and human history with Mrs. Toriel at school. Although I loved her, sometimes I felt kind of uncomfortable being around my teacher, to be honest. Strange, right? She's very attentive with her students, and yet her gaze changed anytime she laid it on me. Until one day, when we were alone during class break, she said, "I once had a child who looked just like you." Through these years, I felt like I belonged somewhere else. As if someone was waiting, somewhere far away, for my return. So, when I finally entered adulthood, I left the family house with my best friend's encouragement. For all these years, my parents didn't want me to leave since I was too young. But thanks to my tenacity, they finally allowed me to go and search for my purpose, as long as I needed. I followed my instinct, and here I am. Ta-da! Is it weird? Oh, yes, it's weird. Oh my god. Maybe I was just making this up? Unless we were meant to meet? You don't read minds. If you did, I wouldn't have to explain why I came here in the first place.
You got me there.
And something tells me we met before. You know my song. And you weren't surprised to see a stranger coming here, as if you expected it. That means... do I know you? I won't bother you anymore if that's the case. And yet, I feel that if I leave, I might make a big mistake. So, please tell me. My parents might be right. It was a dumb idea, wasn't it? Well then, I must have been wrong. Sorry for the intrusion. And thank you for your time. It was really nice of you. I wish you the best, Mr. Papyrus and Sans the Skeletons. Goodbye. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? Sans? Papyrus? Sorry for the wait. I'm back.
Human? Sweetheart?
Yes, it's me! It's me.
You took your time.
I know. I missed you too.
Welcome home.
Well, I guess we can say it was a close call. I wasn't expecting this to happen, actually.
Knowing their story, it could have turned out much worse. You're aware of that, aren't you, Azzy?
I am. But the fact that you actually accepted my request, it was honorable of you, Kara.
Well, dear friend, you were supposed to disappear if I granted your wish, remember?
How can I possibly forget? I beg of you! Let them return with the ones they love!
Asriel.
I want Frisk to be with the ones they love! I'll give you anything! Even if it means I'll have to break our promise, this is my wish! I beg of you!
Even with your demand, I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice my own brother for their sake. Not a second time. So I may have changed your fate a little bit.
You still took my life.
I know, Goat Boy. And I was going to end your existence to fulfill your wish. But I realized it wouldn't be fun not having my best friend around anymore. So while you took the contract, I made new plans specifically for you. See where I'm going, brother? Plus, that guardian angel role I gave you suits you perfectly.
You little bastard, you just made sure that I wouldn't get rid of you that easily.
How did you figure that out? If you disappeared like you were supposed to, it'd have been impossible for them to find their loved ones the next life. That is why I chose you to guide them through the years of their existence.
Knock it off. Stop picking on
Just for that very moment. I, Kara, the deity of death, needed the light to my darkness, and once again, you were the perfect fit, dear partner.
We represent the cycle of life. Partners in crime forevermore. But then, if my role is to protect Frisk, what are you doing here?
Frisk was dead, remember?
Their suicide condemned them to wander Earth for eternity. Since you wished for their return, the price of such desire was way too big, as it went against the universe's concept, life and death, the butterfly effect. The universe's balance was disturbed by this anomaly that Frisk is, because they were supposed to be dead. To find its balance again, the universe found its solution. Disease.
Huh? They're sick?
Yes, and they're supposed to be dead by now. Because they died at 18, they're condemned to live for this short period of time. And if they did die, they'd disappear before they could even see the ones they wished to meet again. Wouldn't that be cruel? All your sacrifices, all your tears and bloodshed would have been in vain. Because of who they were in the underground. Because of what they've become. The curse of existing until the end of time wasn't broken. They'd return and die from this disease again. And this for eternity. Condemned to suffer through illnesses again and again. Just to get their happy ending.
What's the disease? Can we find a cure?
I doubt that we can. Remember the underground?
Yes. It was a world ruled by a kill-or-be-killed mindset.
Exactly. Did you know it was because of the corruption? It's a virus of some sort. A virus eating away all the virtue of a soul, only to leave its opposite behind. The thing is, it corrupts human souls too. All the humans that fell became insane and cruel. Perseverance lost the battle to apathy. Bravery killed out of cowardice. Integrity danced in deceit. Kindness relished in cruelty. Justice seeked vengeance, and patience's knife swung in intolerance. In the end, determination gave up to resign. Frisk was the only human whose corruption was visible as it consumed their materialized soul that replaced the body they have lost. Because of their curse, the corruption found a way to persist birth after rebirth and consume them in the most vicious way, eating their life away in the process. They weren't supposed to survive. The illness would be so heavy they'd be born weak. Because of it, they'd never go out of facilities. They'd stay stuck between walls with constant care and treatment. Breathing, but not quite living. Cruel destiny, isn't it? Seeing the possible and worst outcomes, I said fuck karma. Being death doesn't mean that I agree with unfair rules, and after all the little one has done for us. A deity of death isn't too much of a help here, right?
So you're the reason why they're still living. That's cheating.
You must be right. I guess that in the end, I just couldn't bear that reality either. Am I bad buying that human time to live like they always deserved?
Still the same good old Kara, I see.
Being an angel of death doesn't mean that I'm a bloodseeker. I have principles too.
Of course, and that's why you broke so many universal rules lately, right?
I can take back our contract if you want.
No!
It was worth it in the end. Frisk freed the monsters, and you're still here to watch it all. That's all I wanted. Now, Azzy, I cannot stay outside of the little one for too long, so I'll take my leave here. While I'll be gone, I trust you to watch over them, and to keep our little talk secret.
Yes.
Thank you. Take care of yourselves. Until we meet again.